Good morning, YouTube, internet world, whoever. How are you guys today? I hope you had a good sleep. I hope somebody woke you up by tickling your nuts, with your consent, of course. Sorry, I'm so late here. Several things happened that kept pushing it back, pushing it back. One of those things was Little Butt getting ready to leave, and Grandpa getting a great big hug. So I don't really care. No, I hate being as late as I was, but you know what? I'll take that hug every day. Um, I ate some habanero chips just before we started as I was watching Bear. When I sat back down, his video was on, so I had the Lay's has these new fiery habanero chips, and I saw them, so I'm like, I like habanero, so I tried them. By the way, they're very good. However, my nose is running now because it is fucking habanero, and my sinuses are clear or getting there. We will get to the title of this in a little bit, and I'm going to tell you right now. Some people are not going to be happy with me. You'll be okay. Good morning, SDA. How you doing, sweetie? Yeah, some of you are not going to like what I has to say about the women's and their lying, but you'll be all right. It'll be a growth opportunity for you. It'll be character building. I will say this: if you're of the female gender, if you're of the vag persuasion, and you like what I do, you should like the stream now and do any donations you want now. Before then, there's a story I want to cover from. I'm guessing this is from yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Jewish man mistakenly identified as Proud Boy attacked at right-wing rally in Philadelphia. That's the world we live in. That's the world we live in. A Jew was attacked by people who hate Nazis. Thank you, Nick's opinion. What's up, monkey? Been back home for an hour. May go to sleep soon. I don't blame you. You were working, weren't you? You worked the overnight shift. Look, you can always listen to this at any time or catch up on another one. It's not like we do a lot of important stuff around here. It's nice to just listen to in the background sometimes. I think I don't listen to us, but that's because I'm part of it. I do go back and listen like on the shows I'm not on. Of course, there's no Monkey in the Morning that I'm not on, but like Lords of the Night. That came out really stupid sounding, didn't it? Anyhow, yeah, if you didn't see Bear's video, you should definitely go back and watch that sometime today. I threw the link in the chat earlier. He talked kind of about the Proud Boys and them because PayPal has been playing social justice warrior for a while, and they've cut off funding to various different groups, but they've started defunding Antifa, and Antifa has a problem with that because it links them with the far right, y'all. Well, when you're going around beating up Jews, why wouldn't they? I mean, for fuck's sake. Anyway, let's do this story. A 34-year-old Jewish man who attended Saturday's We the People rally in Philadelphia said he was mistakenly identified as a member of the right-wing Proud Boys group and attacked by a small group of counter-protesters. For the record, the only Proud Boy I've ever talked to myself is Yosef, and he's black and Jewish. You know, those real strong right-wing black Jews. The altercation took place outside the National Museum of Jewish American History in the city's historic district. Left-wing organizers in Philadelphia, with knowledge of the attack, have started a crowdfunding campaign to help the victim, they said. Do you have a way of getting hold of the victim? Because that was my first thought about this. You can start a fund for anything you want, but if you have no way of getting the funds to the person it's meant for, you're not really raising it for them. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let's see, where were we? In numerous videos shared by reporters this afternoon, Zachary, whose last name Billy Penn is withholding, Billy Penn is the name of the site I'm reading this off of, can be seen shielding his face with his jacket as he tried to flee Independence Mall earlier this afternoon after being labeled a Nazi and a Proud Boy, an all-male group of self-proclaimed Western chauvinists who have been identified as a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center. Yes, the Southern Poverty Law Center, who got sued for labeling a Muslim man an extremist when he wasn't, and ended up settling out of court for a few $1 million. Yeah, we should definitely take their fucking word for it. Pat says it's a scam. Talking about the GoFundMe, yeah, I don't doubt it. I was just an observer, Zachary, an organic produce salesman who lives in Philadelphia and identifies as a pacifist, told Billy Penn between tears. Ezra, an organizer with the Fellow Work Gritty Coalition, who declined to give his last name, said the attacker, who can be seen on the video headbutting Zachary, is not part of their group, nor any other organized group. It was a group that started the gun. It was the group that, it was their group who started the GoFundMe, they said. The largely peaceful counter protests, you have to say that about counter protests from the left these days, because most of them are not largely peaceful. These are hateful, mean pussies who like to put on the gayest ninja outfits you've ever seen and go try to start fights that they can't handle and get their asses knocked out, which is always funny to see. Zachary told Billy Penn he attended the protest as an observer with some friends, and they were hanging out on the counter protest corral on the south side of the mall. He said he ventured across the police bike barricade along on Market Street to use the bathroom inside the Constitution Center. When he returned, he noticed a counter protester filming him, smirking. Zachary approached and asked if he was being filmed. He starts yelling, "This guy's a Nazi. This guy's a Proud Boy." And I think, "Oh my God," Zachary recounted. An email sent to Billy Penn Saturday night suggested there may have been more to the start of the incident. A person claiming to have seen the video at the beginning of the incident had spoken with people involved and said Zachary admitted to having been spoken with the Trump supporters, answering a question in the lines of, as he recalled, "I like both sides." Guys, I'm reading this as it's fucking written, so I apologize for this broken ass English. This time, it's not me. I like to talk to both sides. I'm talking to people unlike you guys. A third party then began yelling about Nazis, and the situation escalated. People involved with the situation or the interaction supposedly said, okay, let's take what he said there. Zachary says what he did is cross the street to go to the bathroom, came back, and a guy started screaming at him. This suggested more to the story is simply that on his way back from the bathroom, he talked to some of the Trump supporters. Yep, that's a good reason to kick his fucking ass. He talked to somebody. Oh, let's see. That's where Zachary accounts picks up. People surround me, then bam, bam, bam. I was pushed, punched, swarmed. I just threw my jacket up over my face, one, as protection, and two, I didn't want any people to think I'm a Nazi. Then I look up and all I see is news cameras. The cops basically abandoned me. I'm looking for any car to jump into, and they're asking, "How do we know you're a Jew?" Oh, for fuck's sake. Cryptic, thank you so much for the donation. Broken in English? Did I write it? Your English is better than mine. Stop it. Oh, God. This goes on a little bit more, guys. I want to get to one specific point. I'm going to scroll. So basically, yeah, they kicked this guy's ass because he talked to Trump supporters. If you believe their encounter. Here's the part. Ezra's the guy, some guy who's in charge of all this stuff. And this is what he said. Not everybody who assaulted this Jewish man are people who we support. Not everybody who attacked the Jewish man is someone they support. Some of them are, but not all of them. So that gives them a pass. You know what? If you're an anti-fascist who beats up a Jew, just make sure you support some Jews. No, wait. Make sure you have some support of this asshole. Yeah, for fuck's sake. Beating up a Jew because you hate Nazis, that's not what the Proud Boys are. Gavin McInnes, who started the Proud Boys and is seen as their godfather, I guess. He says some crazy shit now and then, but they are mostly a group of guys who got sick of Antifa going places and causing shit and decided, you know what? When you come here, we're going to beat your ass if you try it. and now they're the bad guys. Now, I know some people out there have a problem with vigilante justice. I don't. There's times that it's called for. And when you have people like Antifa who beat the shit out of just not even protesters, people who go to different rallies. And I know rally has a bad name because there are positive rallies you can go to. But they decide that any rally that they don't like is anti-Semitic and racist, and it's just a bunch of Nazis. And then they go there and they beat the fuck out of people. And police have been letting them get away with it. So the Proud Boys were like, fuck it. We're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to let you just beat people anymore. And now they do seem a little happy to throw a punch, which I can understand. I wish I was younger and could join them because, yeah, I would love to hit one of these little fake ninja looking bitches just to watch them fall. But when the police aren't doing their job, and we actually have another Portland Antifa boss busted for sexually abusing minor boys and girls, was charged with multiple accounts of second-degree sexual assault. He was finally served justice probation. So look, not only can they beat people, they can rape children. If you think that's unfair, fuck you. Because yeah, this guy ends up with avoids sexually abused children, and man, God damn it. Apparently they're allowed to do whatever they want. Yeah, we have too much. These guys, they need to fuck off. Scribbles, hang on a second. I will get you that link. If anybody else has said it, I haven't really been watching chat. I apologize. I was reading the story as I was going. It's hard to watch chat and read. Well, apparently we're gonna have a little Lords of the... Are you sure you want to come on, SDA? Because I'm about to trash women in a little bit. I'm not actually going to trash women, but some of the stuff I'm going to say is going to make women pissed. So yeah, I wonder what would happen if Antifa beat up Yosef. And I don't want that to happen because I like Yosef. But if they beat him up... Are you okay?
Hi.
Hello.
I literally just got out of the shower after waking up.
Well, good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
You know what I woke up to?
I'm going to guess either Little Butt kicking your back or Lady Monkey singing.
Nope. Here's what happened. Because last night I told Lady Monkey, because I went shopping yesterday and I'm in a lot of pain. I told Lady Monkey, I'm just sleeping in the other room because, yeah, Little Butt would kick my ass.
Right.
So I'm sleeping and I hear this door open, and this door is kind of loud, and there's a Little Butt staring at me. And I patted the bed, and she jumped up there and crawled under the blankets and cuddled me.
Oh,
the best way to wake up. I'm not lying, guys.
She's so precious.
She is. She's a doll. So yeah, back to I wonder what happened if Yosef got beat up. If the press would report it as anti-fascist beat up black Jew.
Okay, I'm coming in a little bit out of context. What happened?
In Portland, was it Portland? No, Philadelphia. Yesterday there was a clash, as we get with these things. The Proud Boys had something going on. There were counter protesters there. The counter protesters beat up a Jewish man.
Oh, great.
And their best defense, describe their best defense is, well, he talked to some Trump supporters. I wish I was making that up, but that's, yeah. And so, yeah,
were they arrested?
The guy, there's one guy who headbutted this guy that they got on camera and arrested immediately.
Okay.
Everyone else, yeah, just were, you know how these things go.
Yeah, disappeared into the crowd kind of
thing.
Yeah, great.
So,
wunderbar.
Yeah, they beat up a Jewish guy because they hate Nazis. Like, y'all are fucking smart. Y'all are smart as shit.
Oh man.
What do you got to do? Run around with a shirt that says "I'm a Jew"? How about just don't beat people up for no fucking reason?
Yeah, or the guilt by association thing. How dare you talk to a person who I don't like because I am a bigot? That's the one thing they don't want to admit to. It's like, and that's why I really think definitions are important, because there's a difference between a racist and a bigot.
Yeah, and
you see someone talking to a Trump supporter, and you decide to go beat the shit out of them because they were talking to a Trump supporter. You're a bigot. You may not be a racist.
Right.
But you are a bigot, because bigotry is an intolerance for people based on conflicting ideas or opinions, not racism. People always conflate those two. So Antifa, in this instance, are at least a bunch of fucking bigots. And besides that, they should go to jail for beating the guy up.
But Scribe, they started a GoFundMe for him.
For the Jewish guy?
Yeah.
As an apology.
I'm guessing.
Do we know the money's not going to a married couple and a homeless man?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
I got
Good morning, SDA.
Oh my God, I'm having a flashback to the olden
I know,
days.
right?
I know, right?
Oh,
quick,
Monkey
I
Dick, Jim
wanna-
Jones movies. What? No.
I want to read you a part of this story, Scribe. It's my favorite part of the whole story. Where'd it go? This one.
I can only imagine.
Oh, it's beautiful. Ezra, I don't know his last name, is the guy who is basically in charge of the Antifa side of things.
Okay.
This is a quote from him. Not everybody who assaulted this Jewish man are people who we support. Not everybody.
But we support some of them for having beaten them up. Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
That is a
That line
brilliant.
got me.
That's brilliant.
Oh my God.
Not everybody. Just Tom, because Tom's retarded, and we just, grew up with Tom. Like, can't abandon him. So,
Is this the sort of like even dumber reverse of not all?
Yes. Hashtag not all.
Hashtag not all. We don't support all of them.
Thank you, Dork. I can't wait to hear you trash women. I hate women. I'm not. All right.
What? Are we going back to the 19th Amendment stuff now? What?
No. Well, they still shouldn't. Their votes still shouldn't count. But no, this regards an argument that I'm having on the Twitter machine here. I just want to finish up with this real quick, because here's one more quote from Ezra. This is immediately following that. As a community, we are raising money to help the person who was attacked, because obviously they're not a Proud Boy. Again, what if it was Yosef? I mean, this is a black Jew.
I'm sorry, because obviously.
Well, look at,
obviously,
he's a Jew.
Not a Proud Boy, so therefore, he's worthy of not being assaulted.
Well, I want to, for anybody who's just coming in, this is how the story goes down. Zachary is at the protest, counter protest, or rally, counter rally, however you want to say it. Mm-hmm. He's just there with his friends to see, just to watch. Mm-hmm. He has to go to the bathroom, so he crosses a police line, goes to the bathroom, and comes back. That's his story. Said he comes back. They just started. Somebody was filming him. He asked them if they were, and somebody shouts, "He's a Nazi!" And they all just kind of surround him and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Now their defense is that actually on his way back, he talked to some Trump supporters. So when he got across the street, it was okay to kick the fucking shit out of him.
Did you ever see? I got another super chat.
Thank you, Nick's opinion. SDA, you're a Trump supporter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She's more of a supporter than we are, but she's also willing to call him out when she thinks she's wrong. We've seen her do it. Anyway,
no, SDA is such a blind Trump supporter that like she drools whenever he's on TV.
Wait. Did you call yourself a blind Trump supporter? Are you being like ableist?
Ableist.
Anyway,
I'm crippled.
So
don't do that.
This was maybe a year or two ago. The only time I ever saw this video, and I know it's out there otherwise, is Dr. Randomer Cam did a video on it. And it was a protest in Portland of something. I don't even remember what it was. It was, it wasn't Antifa that I know of. But anyway, the guy filming this protest was just standing there. I mean, the entire thing's caught on film. He's just standing there, and you can hear in the background some of the people around him at this protest start whispering something like, "I think he's a white supremacist." And this rumor about this guy who was standing there having said nothing, so the whole thing's recorded, starts spreading around, and then some guy's like, "That guy's a white supremacist? That guy's a white supremacist!" And they start mobbing him. And he's just standing like, holy shit, what? And because I guess he was some kind of local guy that did a news thing or something that people didn't agree with. But at that moment, he wasn't doing anything. He was just standing there. And so like crazy people just start getting near him like they're going to start beating the shit out of him. Eventually, it kind of de-escalates. And then one one really reasonable guy comes up to him and starts talking to him about, you know, you really shouldn't be here.
Well, you
And it was
should be,
just, yeah, it was so scary to watch. It was like, it was kind of like a quiet horror movie, because the notion that just a rumor at that speed, I mean, you hear about it all the time, like a rumor starts somewhere off in the distance of America, and then slowly it gains speed. And no, this happened within like minutes, where this guy's life and safety were in danger because somebody thought, because of how he looked, or they recognized him from somewhere as being a white supremacist. And then suddenly he's, you know, yeah.
Apparently this is what happened. There's video of what happened to this guy, and then it's the same basic thing. And even if you take their best explanation that he talked to a Trump supporter, that's all they know about him. And because one guy says, you know, he's a Proud Boy, they start beating the fuck out of the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody even, for fuck's sake. And by the way, remember, ICE is like the Ku Klux Klan, not Antifa. Just want to throw that out there. That fucking story still pisses me off. So I'm ready to rip into women.
Whoa. Well, I am always, wait.
let me get the picture. Let me get the picture, because it's important.
I needed context. I thought you were talking about something else.
No,
we know you
not
did.
today.
Scribe.
I'm sorry if you guys keep hearing me touch my nose. Those habanero
That's your
chips,
nose.
Sorry.
The habanero chips I ate are fucking me up, man.
I'm sorry if you keep hearing me touch my. What does touching one's nose sound like on the microphone?
Like this. You can't tell the difference in my voice when my hand is right here?
Well, I mean, if I talk like this,
Yeah,
maybe I could tell. But I mean, you're not squeezing your nostrils shut, are you?
No, but that's
okay. Anyway,
I heard myself do it, so I apologize.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Now there's some backstory we have to get into, but first I have to show the picture so everybody knows what we're talking about. Okay.
Is this safe for? Okay.
It is safe. Yes. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Peacock hair. Everybody got that in your head.
It's a little My Little Pony kind of deal. Sure.
Okay. Now what happened was somebody tweeted out, unnatural hair colors in women are a warning signal to stay away.
I saw that, right.
It's an example of aposematism. Is that how you say that? Aposematism? I don't know. The phenomenon of poisonous animals in nature advertising their toxicity and lethality.
Yes, bright colors are a warning sign that it's something to keep away from. That was some evolutionary reflex, yeah.
But that's not always true. Not always true.
That's true. It's not always true, but it is a good rule of wait, I can't say rule of thumb because that refers back to actually beating people.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Hang on.
That's not true. Scribe.
Here's the thing. It is true with competing species. You know what I mean? Where they will make themselves look bigger, make themselves brighter, you know, things to scare off predators. However,
yeah, within your own species, though, it's not true. Like if you think about literal peacocks.
Yes, exactly.
Within your own peacocks, if you want to go back to that, it's not true. I'm thinking about like, since we're talking about women, like the blue-footed boobies, like the more blue your feet are, the more food you're catching, that kind of stuff. Like red cardinals, blue jays.
Yeah, the brighter ones that's how they attract.
They're all healthier.
Now, somebody responded to that original tweet with, "This is true. After a brutal breakup years ago, I dyed the underside of my hair bright purple. It was a cry for attention in the midst of pain. Natural colors are one thing, rainbow colors are another." Now, she dyed the underside, and I kind of get that with the metaphor they used in the original thing. Okay, because that's the underside, and you wouldn't see that unless they were, you know, puffing up to scare off predators. But
sorry.
This other guy tweeted out, exactly, I have no idea how a woman thinks a rainbow hair color is attractive to men. And this is directly related to the picture we looked at a minute ago.
Yeah.
Example of previously very sexy 20-something woman I know spent a few $100 in a high-end hair salon to look like this, thinking it was hot. Many women don't understand male sexual attraction.
See, this was like the one part about this that annoyed me. This was like the one thing about it, okay?
And this is where she's going to hate me.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because if you go to a high-end hair salon and you're taking care of your hair, like, that's like the one thing. If you're going to do this to your hair, you should absolutely go to a high-end hair salon and make sure that you are not damaging your hair so that it does not fall out. That's my one thing. Because I know that I know you think I'm going to say that people don't do this for men or that they don't do it as a cry for attention. That's not what I'm going to say. Because I do have things to say about that. I'm probably not going to disagree with you that much. So.
Stargazer, we'll get to that in a second. Stargazer said maybe she did it for herself. Maybe. Oh, shit. Oh, man, those chips.
Stop holding your nose. I can hear it.
Yeah. So anyway, Mr. Repsion, we all know him, right? He retweeted it and said, LOL, so the only reason girls have rainbow color hair is because they think it's sexually attractive to men? Are you from Mars? Sexist as hell if you think the only reason women, and by the way, only is all caps, the only reason women do things is to garner male sexual attraction. Colored hair is cool, especially this pic. Now, first of all, no. Women don't do everything in their lives to attract men. That is a straw man he set up, and fuck him. However, when it comes to how you take care of yourself and how you present yourself, the woman in that picture, she did not do that so she could sit around watching Netflix and thinking about how cool her hair looked.
Okay, to a certain extent, lots of things men and women do are to either be accepted in society and or to attract people to them.
Yes.
I mean, if you take care of yourself, if you are well groomed, if you dress well, if you consider how you're going to appear before the rest of the world, regardless of what your gender is, part of you is considering the opinions and observations of others.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as hair color goes, in this instance, that one picture, hair color is not the defining element of whether or not I'm going to be attracted to somebody. However, if I see someone with, completely neon green hair, it might make me go, because this is going to sound really, really petty.
Go for
it. But there's a line of personal grooming and care where I have to wonder, how high maintenance is this person?
Oh, there's also that, yes.
Okay, and I know that sounds like a weird way to go about it, but if somebody is spending a lot of money, because when I see a hairstyle like that, I might actually see it as pretty, because that one is a relatively understated. It's not like flat rainbow colors or bright pink or something like that. At the same time, this is somebody who has probably spent a lot of money to have that done.
Oh, that would be incredibly expensive.
Right. They spent a lot.
Wouldn't keep it for very long either.
Well, that's the other thing. But that also goes to it. Somebody has spent a lot of money on something that is exceedingly temporary to change their look. I guess whatever their motivation. So I'm seeing someone who's willing to spend a ton of money on something that doesn't last very long, and I know this sounds a little bit too, esoteric kind of thing, but that is a sign to me, just as an observer, if I was looking for a mate in this person or something, that I would think, this person does not know the value of $1. That'd be one of my first thoughts. And that's not necessarily a slight on their character. Like, they could be a completely good person and be, rich and generous and everything else. But to me, someone who takes care of themselves and knows how to plan out their future is something that, that I respect. And when I see something like that, I'm going like, this person might be a spoiled person, or they might not know how to hold their money, or they might just have more money than they know what to do with, one of the two. Or they really need someone to give them attention on a visual basis. So
real quick, somebody in chat asked, where's the picture? I'll show it again. We'll put it up for a little bit while we have the discussion here.
Well, I mean, I would say to that, Scribe, the only thing I would say to that as far as like wasting your money on something is I think it just depends on like the fun, quote unquote, things you choose to waste your money on.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, somebody might waste their money, quote unquote, on a couple of video games, where somebody might waste their money on hair or something.
Time out 1 second. And Nick's opinion, night, morning, I'm going to bed, or I'm going to sleep. Good night, Nick. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. I'm sorry, SDA. Go ahead.
So, I mean, in that respect, I think it's kind of like just a difference in what you choose to do as like a hobby or whatever. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I also think as far as like the breakup stuff goes, because a lot of girls do that. They'll like brightly color their hair after a breakup. I think part of that is just like it's one, it's fun, and then two, it's just like a really abrupt change in scenery that goes away really fast, and it's also just fun.
Yeah. So, just to go back real quick, I'm not saying that someone can't, treat themselves or splurge or something. I'm just saying that without any other context, without any other information, if I see something like that, it is a flag in my head, if I'm even considering it at all, that this might be someone who needs a lot of money to be happy. That's not necessarily saying they are. It would take more information and
well, you're saying
with them more.
If that's all you knew about them was this hair color,
right? And again,
yeah,
these are the tiny little observations and assessments that everybody does, microaggressions. But when I see something like that, it is sort of like that's the notion that goes into my head. This is someone who's, potentially an expensive person to be in a relationship with.
Backscan says, I like the rainbow hair thing. Sad that it's usually on demi-queer cabbages. Fuck, that's harsh. Here's my thing. Especially after a breakup. Oh, real quick. Thank you, Cryptic. I miss the days when women were chained up in the kitchen and bearing kids for the man. God, them good old days.
Jesus Christ.
I love you. You're Asian, so that was probably like yesterday for you, right? What the Asian women's is demure. Yeah. Is that the right word? Shit. Even with everything you guys said, and I don't necessarily disagree with you guys. SDA with like here's the thing. I think that is a biological thing. It's something that is deep seated in us. Like where a woman, something she has this breakup. What does she do? She goes out and tries to make herself more attractive. It's rare for you to see a woman. Okay, I've just had a breakup. Shave lines into my head. Just give me one bald spot right in the middle.
Mm-hmm. I can do that.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Lady Monkey.
Okay, SDA says hi.
Hi, SDA.
I say hi too.
Scribble says hi too.
Hi, Scribbles.
You drive safe. I love you.
I see you probably maybe around 2.
I love that skirt on you. Like, take it off.
I am going to church. You cannot say that.
I'm not going to church. I can say it. I love you.
Monkey.
Anyhow, where was I? Oh, it's always something that makes them look more attractive. You got, I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to go get a new hair color. It's never something that, I'm just going to wear sweats and eat cookies in public. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it's a self-confidence booster.
Feel better, and because you're gonna get attention from other people, so that makes you feel better too. We're a social species. What can I say?
Oh, here's the other thing too, and I'll concede this. So when I had a really, really bad breakup several years ago, and she was living with me at the time before she moved out, obviously. And after she moved out, I got the urge to just rearrange all the furniture in my apartment. Because I had lived in this space with this person for so long, it was like a year and a half or something at that point, that everything was kind of a reminder of like something, that had happened or whatever we'd done while we were there. And so just to have a change, just to sort of mark a detour in my life kind of thing, I changed things around. And that was sort of a physical manifestation of needing to move on. So in that aspect, I can understand somebody splurging or wanting to, shake up their routine or their usual thing, because whatever was going on that was involved in that breakup, sort of either subconsciously or otherwise you might think is an aspect of, I need to do something different and not be stuck in the same rut that might have gotten me here.
However, see, you're actually kind of proving my point.
I'm fine with that because I'm not arguing with you, Monkey.
When men buy things and have things to attract women, mm-hmm. it's a sign of status. When you bring a new woman back to your apartment, you want her to think, "Wow, this looks really nice," mm-hmm. and that doesn't mean you don't want a nice apartment. It just means that, like in your case here, breakup happened. There's a subconscious need to get ready for the next woman. And I know, and I know that's not what you thought consciously. You know what I mean?
I think it's a mix, honestly, because I think we are social animals that need that, and that do think about that. And I also just think it makes us feel good. So I think we just do it, you know?
But see, that's the part about us feeling good. Why does it make us feel good? Especially going back to women in their hair, because that's where this all started. And so I'm a misogynist, y'all. You ought to see some of the things I've got. It's a way to attract. Now, you might not be thinking when you go sit down in the salon.
Hold on.
Yes.
You got to say this all in Sandman's voice.
I can't.
Doesn't count.
when you go say get your hair redone, you might be thinking this feels good to me. This is going to make me feel better. I really like it. That's really cool. But when you're doing that, why does it make you feel good? As I said, you're not going to just go home and sit. It's because you want other people to see it and go, that looks nice. You might not be thinking, I need a new dick. But there's some biology in our fucking nature that we cannot fight. That it's like, okay, I need attention so that the next one is ready. The next one will see me. You're not making a conscious decision that, hey, I'm going to go try to attract men, but it's what you're still doing. Stargazer Nuts, thank you, says, we know you're a chauvinist. Thank you, sweetie. I am. I'm a huge chauvinist. And it did make me laugh because most of the guys I saw in this discussion who are agreeing with the women that no, it's just to make me feel better. They're all single. Like, yeah, you know women real well. And I know that's not necessarily the thing, but it did, because like rep, I mean, come on. If you're going to talk about who knows women better, you're going to go to me or rep.
I mean, look, that's another thing. I
just don't understand why it's not a bad thing to say that people want attention. We all do.
Of course, everybody wants attention. Literally though, if we get lonely, we get sick and die. True. Because we're social animals. I mean, one of the things that's really evolutionarily interesting about humans is that we learned to work in social groups, and then we got like really awesome and cool and made cities and shit. All right, it's fine to behave like a social animal. Okay. Well,
this is something. If you look at longtime couples, they usually die within a few years of each other. And as an example, Stan Lee just died. Didn't his wife die like a year ago?
Yeah.
And granted, he's 95 years old, but this happens with younger couples too. I mean, my own dad, his wife had died a year earlier. His second wife died a year earlier, and heart attack in his sleep. I mean, you're right. We're social animals. We have to have that. I think you're overthinking this. I'm not. I think most people are underthinking it. I think it's weird to me that this is even an argument, because again, I've never known that lady who got that hair done like that. If she was just doing that for herself, do you think that picture would exist? That picture exists to show off her hair.
Well, that's also like a modeled hair picture as well. So that might have a lot to do with, one, the girl, and two, the hairstylist.
How many times? Okay, let me ask you this. How many times have you seen anywhere on social media, I changed my hair?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I do it.
Yeah.
Because like, one, I like changing my hair. Adam Mangold said, if you're in a relationship and your girl changes her hair, you better damn notice. Like, maybe,
ding, ding, ding.
But also, I will say this, I have my hair changes planned out like a couple years in advance. So if it's me, unless it's like bright pink, calm down. I'm just saying.
I just think, even with that, I mean, if you change your hair and everybody says that looks like shit, you're going to feel bad about it. You want people to go, that looks amazing. That looks great. Good for you. And again, it is not just women. Men do this too. We do it in our own ways. A lot of times guys who have a breakup, they hit the gym hard, man. They want to get in shape, and they don't necessarily think I'm going to get in shape so I can go bang bitches. But it's an evolutionary need to make ourselves attractive to the opposite sex, or to the same sex if that's what you're into,
or to just distract yourself from your heartache. Feel like you're doing something. Feel like you're accomplishing something, and not just sitting around being a lazy, heartbroken bum.
Hold that thought. Thank you, Snubber. You know what makes me feel better? Knowing Bethesda's No Man's Sky itself with 76 and increases the chance Todd stopped listening to marketing teams. We heard this comparison last night, I think on 2 Cents Plus. Maybe it was on the main show, No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky failed because they promised things they did not deliver. 76 is exactly what they told us it would be.
Yeah, I mean, like I've said before, you can either like it or not. I can see why people wouldn't like it, because if you're expecting a first-person only game, you might not have a very good time. And yet, if you look at things that Chris Ray-Gun has said, and even the guy Oxhorn, who's basically just a Fallout fanatic on YouTube, they've played it almost exclusively single player, and they've had a really good time despite all the technical issues. So it's possible you could do it either way, but like Satsu and Monkey and I so far have had fun working together as a team in the world in the Fallout setting. So
by the way, I got
taste.
13 gigs downloaded last night, so I'm on my way.
Yay!
On my way. 16 to go. Anyway, back to the
real quick. Somebody asked if I actually had they were like 2 years in advance. My hair is really long, and I want it longer. So yeah, I've had long-term hair goals for about 2 years because of
long-term hair goals. I'm glad I'm not the only one who said.
Yeah, that's a great phrase.
That is beautiful. But going back to
I've got long-term dick goals.
Well, that's
me too. Unfortunately, Lady Monkey's at church.
Yeah.
With what you said, Scribe, sometimes maybe it's just to feel better, so you don't feel like you're just a slug sitting around. Yeah. Again, I still think that's driven by our caveman brain, that we can't help it.
Well, I know, again, and we can relate anything back to the unknowns of the lizard brain, but at least on the conscious level, I know that when I felt down, or I felt like I've been very sedate. That drives me, even if I'm not considering like looking for a relationship or something, to just, okay, you need to get up, you need to do something. If you're not going to do anything otherwise productive about your life, you can at least do something productive about your body. So get out the weights, that kind of stuff.
Sure. Yeah. Baxter says, wow, at this rate, you'd be better off having someone mail you a flash drive over and over. I know my internet sucks. Don't remind me. I'm in a good mood. Don't tell me how bad my internet is. What is this one? Oh, that's Cortez. Anyway, yeah, that's all. I'm not insulting women by saying this, and I do mean it for all of us. When most of the species, when there's a breakup, or when they're suddenly alone again, whether they mean to or not, whether they're sitting in that chair to get their blue hair thinking, you know what, some guy's going to want to bang me for this. There's an internal part of them that's what's doing it. The reason it makes you feel better is because you're going to go out and people are going to go, wow, look how nice you look. Not, hey, I'm going to bang you, but look how nice you look. You want the attention. You want somebody to tell you how great you are because you just had a heartbreak. Absolutely. And you're alone now, for fuck's sake. And who wants to be alone?
Hermits,
yes. And you'll notice they don't have awesome hair.
No, and your boy Pat says, I achieved that in my teens, Scribe. Like, Pat, you were born buff. Give me a break. You punched your way out of your mother, I bet you. You're just like,
like the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Except it was all that and this right there.
What was that?
Except instead of I said it was all of that and this right there.
Oh, all that and this right there.
And then he flexed in front of the doctor. Assign me my gender, bitch.
Oh my God.
And even though the doctor was a progressive queer feminist, it was like, okay, female, male. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, SDA, you misidentified. Good
job. No, it was the doctor's fault.
Yes, it was the doc that you made up in your
Pat almost killed her. Okay.
Why is Monica Lewinsky still in the news?
Because Trump.
Because she sucked dick.
Well, that is
I'm gonna lie,
literally true. Yeah.
If Monica Lewinsky wanted to suck my dick, I'd let her.
Jesus Christ.
Monica Lewinsky has finally turned the tables on the Clintons.
What does that mean? Because I thought she apologized to Hillary.
Well, I don't have a problem with her apologizing to Hillary.
Well, I don't
Look,
know. Like,
I sucked your husband's dick. That's probably
Yeah, but I don't
like you
turn
should
the tables.
apologize to her. You knew he was married. You're
Okay.
You're a piece of shit.
How'd she turn the tables? I don't understand.
20 years ago, Monica Lewinsky was a punchline. You missed the last couple of minutes, dude. Now in the era of #MeToo and Time's Up, she leaves people speechless.
It's because they. Oh wait.
She's a hero to young millennial women, said a source close to Lewinsky.
What?
I have one woman who works in my office who, when she met Monica, was practically in tears. After years of trying to distance herself from the image of a 22-year-old intern with the stained dress, Lewinsky is finally facing her past head on.
But she's been
Her past head?
Okay,
Her past head?
But she's been doing that for years.
She's been picking it up lately. There was just a documentary released the other day.
Yeah, but like, I think that's because she's like, well, nobody will hire me to do anything else. Might as well just embrace the fact that I deep-throated the president.
Okay.
It is Trump's fault because real quick. Trump made Bill a real centerpiece of his late campaign, so that's why.
Yeah.
Any guy in the chat who wouldn't hire Monica knowing her history, press 1. If you would hire her knowing her history, press 2.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I'm an idiot.
I'm just saying, look.
You're right. You're totally right. SDA's a retard. She's got great work history.
She does.
Look, just kidding.
If I had a business, I'm like, you're the chick who sucks her boss's dick? Oh, yeah, I'll hire you. You don't even need to do anything else. You go over there and make your hair pretty for me. Let's see, where was he? And she has Bill and
to work every day.
And she has Bill and Hillary Clinton and their gritted teeth refusal to shrink from the spotlight to thank for it. Now she's feeling like, wait a second, why is the calendar and cycle of my life dictated by the cycles of the Clintons' lives?
Dictated?
David, you stop it. That's your last Scribe joke.
Cycle.
Oh, God.
I'm not the only one who was thinking that, am I? Like,
that moment you wish Gutenberg was awake. Any of y'all?
Oh, we're not good enough for you?
Any of y'all? No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, yeah, she's having a renaissance, and it's because the Clintons won't shut the fuck up, which is kind of true. But she's not a hero, y'all.
No, like, I'm sorry. Just because you, like, cheated with somebody.
Yeah.
That
she's the classier Stormy Daniels, you guys.
Well, she's sort of like a low-rent Paris Hilton. She's only known for being famous. That's about it. And doing something that's, yeah.
Sorry.
You're in.
Oh, we interrupt people on the Monkey in the Morning show, so you have to jump in if you want to jump in. That's the rule. Ask Dax. Poor guy sits here quiet all day. There's nothing heroic about what she did. She sucked a dick. And, okay. Let me rephrase that. Women sucking dick is heroic. You should do it as often as you can.
Be a hero.
He's
Be
like,
a hero.
wait,
suck a dick.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
That's my new tweet. Be a hero. Suck a dick.
I didn't mean.
Sure you didn't. Sure you didn't.
You shouldn't suck dick.
Yeah.
I do have a question though, because
sure.
what do you think about the argument that, like, she couldn't possibly have resisted because
bullshit.
Because it was powerful, and then she just had to, because I find that to just be insulting.
Exactly. Women are smarter than that, and not always, but there's no indication that he pushed himself on her. From all indications, she went after him.
Yeah, she was flirting with him. It wasn't the tale she showed off her thong to him or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Showed him her thong.
I mean, because, you know, like, kind of the tale is like, oh, she's just this young.
Hey, time out a second.
Sorry.
You guys keep talking. I got to go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Because the tale is like she's this young 20-something who just didn't know any better.
Well, she might not have known any better, but that's beside the point of if she was pursuing him as much as he might have been pursuing her, you know.
Well, even so, though, I think any 20-something knows that cheating is bad. Okay.
You would think, but then, you know, but yeah, from everything I remember from the coverage at the time, there was never any notion from her, and certainly not from him, that there was some kind of pressure, that he harassed her into it. It was this sort of like she was being flirtatious. He flirted back. It built up. She showed him her thong. Things led to one thing to led to another, and Bill's a cheater. So there you go. It wasn't a matter of rape or forcing or anything like that.
Yeah. I don't mean that. I just mean like the, because I've heard it like as in, I guess it was like the power was too alluring or whatever.
Well, sure. I mean, yeah, you have a powerful man. Power is the greatest aphrodisiac, or I think I might be paraphrasing it slightly, but it's one of the primary. That's why you see like really rich guys who are kind of unfortunate looking with really hot women, is because they have lots of money and consequently lots of power and lots of ability to provide.
And women like money.
Yeah, women like to be provided for. That's sort of, we going back to the lizard brain instinct. They want to protect her. They want someone who's going to take care of them, etc. Not all women, not all, but you know, who doesn't want to be taken care of? I mean, there's lots of sugar babies and sugar daddies out there. So, anyway.
I just want to go back to, you know, because that is the excuse I hear so much, is that he was a rich, powerful man and she couldn't say no, and he was her boss. Hang on, I just brought a 2-liter into the room with me.
2-liter of what?
Diet Pepsi.
Oh, okay.
You know what I drink, man. Why you acting?
Well, I can't read minds, and I can't hear you touching your nose. So,
oh, God damn it. Yes. At
That's
some
like
point,
the weirdest insult I've ever heard. I can't hear you touching your nose. So,
but it works for us.
I know.
At some point, we have to admit that women are able to make their own choices.
Yes.
It's not like Clinton said, you know, if you touch my pee-pee, I'll get you a job at the Commerce Department or something like that. She hit on him. She's like, do you want to touch my no place? And he was like, yes, I really do. And that's what happened. And now Monica, she's not a hero. I don't care if you like the Clintons or not. She sucked a married man's dick. Knowing he was married, she went after him even with that. So she's, at best, she got some moral thinking to do. But she's also not a villain in all of this. She didn't make any vows to Hillary. Bill did. It was hit. So many times we have this issue where people don't understand. He's the one that made the vow. He's the one that was supposed to keep it. Her coming in there, yeah, we have this society, you know, you're not supposed to act like that. She didn't do anything illegal. It was his responsibility to say no. So the whole situation, you have people on both sides who are cheering for the wrong fucking reason. Ryan says, imagine my shock. Ranting Monkey is streaming again. SDN Scribbles, you need to stage an intervention for his addiction. Is that what this is? This better not be an interdiction.
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 That's the new TV show. Now, if this was intervention, I'd be wearing like a bald thing with a white mustache and be going like, Monkey, everyone in this room loves you, loves the hell out of you. And there's nothing we won't do to help you, but there's nothing we will do to let this go on one day longer.
And I'd have to go,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you'd have to be like, no, there's nothing wrong. And then we'd be like, Monkey, look, these things just can't continue.
There are times that I say no to streaming, believe it or not. It's not very, very often.
It was once.
I'll be Jeff Van Vonderen. You can be Crying Man. And SDA, you can be the sort of like reluctant but loving enableist mother.
Yeah, I'm like, well, look, I I gave him like $1,000
Okay.
knowing he was going to go buy
Yeah.
heroin, but it's not my fault at all. I take
Yeah.
responsibility.
Yeah, you're the
I love
person
when
who
you
suddenly
do Jewish mother voice.
yeah, you're suddenly made to realize that you are also addicted, but you're addicted to taking care of him.
There you go.
Dun,
That's
dun,
right.
dun.
Done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, this is news. This lady's off the market, guys.
Okay.
I didn't even know her name.
Who is that?
That is Amanda Knox.
Oh,
Oh, right. Yeah, the I killed the roommate accused lady person
What?
in Italy. So
Oh.
she was a college student like
that bitch
in Italy or something, and her roommate was murdered, and she was accused of having done it. And the Italian courts went through some crazy years long holding her, retrying her 3 times, and finally she got acquitted or something. And it's never really been clear, like, if you look at the actual evidence they had, they didn't have anything to prove that she had anything to do with it, but it was just sort of like guilt by proximity. So it's still really a kind of a muddled mess as to what, if anything, she had to do with it.
Well, they also convicted another person.
Yeah, they had evidence against another guy who was associated to that room, like they had DNA or something that actually tied him to her and the crime. But again, they kind of made Amanda Knox like a conspirator because of some kind of like sex game that went wrong, even though there was nothing to show that.
Let me just say this. I want to wish her future husband the best of luck. Good luck, bud.
Yeah.
Let's hope she wasn't actually involved. Because Jesus. Oh, that's horrible. I'm not even going to read it, but we'll read the headline. Woman fatally shot as husband was cleaning gun.
Oh, no.
How did you never mind.
Or is that just an excuse to
I'm
shot
thinking,
his wife?
This reminds me of that story. I don't know if you guys heard it. This guy was setting up cable in his house, and they had to get a hole through the wall to get the cable in.
Mm-hmm.
So he had his wife stand outside with the cable, and he shot through the fucking wall to make it.
You're kidding.
She died,
Yeah.
and I believe he actually ended up going to jail.
Was this in like backwoods country by any chance?
It was indeed. All right, what else do we have here? I see when I do this, guys. I don't know how often you watch, but I hit my New York Post because I love their fucking stories. What?
I don't know.
Man who raped, murdered high school student gets slap on the wrist. A 21-year-old Washington State killer who drugged, raped, and murdered a high school student, sending nude photos of her to the teen's friends during the attack, got less than 3 years in jail.
How?
That's what that. Yeah, tell us how. Why? What?
Judge Linda Crease said she was surprised, even outraged, that laws prevented her from giving Valerie no more than 2 years and 10 months in jail for the killing. I'm not sure the legislature really contemplated something like this.
How she was 2 years? What? I'm sorry.
She was handcuffed because no, you're fine, dude. Now you understand why I interrupt you so much.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Sometimes you have to. Gregory Hurst, thank you. But did he get the cable successfully installed? I don't know. They never. Well, the bullet went all the way through the house, so I'm supposing. Excuse me. Sorry about that. She was handcuffed because Varela, I think is how you say his name, is a first-time offender and pleaded guilty to the reduced charge of second-degree manslaughter, third-degree rape, and unlawful disposal of remains as part of the deal.
And that's still only 3 years?
Yep.
They fucking gave him a plea deal?
Yeah.
Why? Of all the things to give somebody a plea deal, I was just watching a documentary on plea deals it was a PBS Frontline documentary, and just how fucked up the plea deal system can be, and that is nuts. You don't plea someone like that out. Sorry, no.
Especially, I mean, he took nude photos of her and sent them out during the fucking attack.
Yeah, so this guy's going to be back in society in 2 years. Good job, prosecutors. The hell.
But see, this is part of the problem I have with our criminal justice system. It's supposed to be beyond a reasonable doubt, and I don't know if it's because of movies or or people are just that stupid when they get in the box, they take it to beyond all doubt. This dude was fucking taking pictures of it and sending it out while he was doing it.
Yeah.
That is beyond reasonable doubt, for fuck's sake.
That's lazy. That is so fucking lazy. That is the kind of case you take to court because you've got hard evidence of it. Come on.
Well, here's another one. Portland protest leader Micah Rhodes avoids prison for sex abuse. I don't know if you guys know this guy.
No.
Let me put his picture up. He is a leader of Antifa up there in Portland.
Was he involved in the? No, it could have been the Proud Boy thing.
No.
Yeah,
He was. I forget what it was. He was in the news quite a bit. Maybe 6-8 months ago.
Okay.
For the second time in recent weeks, Portland protest leader Micah Isaiah Rhodes stood before an Oregon judge ready to go to prison for having sexual contact with an underage teen. And for the second time, an Oregon judge agreed to veer from state sentencing sentencing recommendations and give Rhodes 5 years probation.
Why?
Multnomah County Circuit Judge Jerry Hudson on Monday said he wouldn't send Rhodes to prison for 2 to 2.5 years because he believes Rhodes earnestly is trying to change despite the prosecution's argument to the contrary. This is the second time. Oh my God.
Fool me once, shame on me. Shame on you. Fool me once, shame on me. Come on, guys. What the fuck?
This is a quote. I can tell that you're sincere, and I can tell that you've grown a lot over the last couple of years. Rhodes was 20 and 21 at the time of his crimes in 2014, 2015. In March, Rhodes pleaded guilty to 2 counts of felony second-degree sexual abuse for at least twice having sexual contact with a 17-year-old boy. Investigators say Rhodes met the boy on a gay dating app, and the contact happened days earlier. A Washington County jury found Rhodes guilty of second-degree sexual abuse of a 17-year-old girl. Also, he goes both ways, at least. But yeah, probation for that. Yeah.
So you know this is why Oregon is going to be like the flocking ground for people that want to abuse children now. It's like, well, you know, if I do get caught, at least it won't be that bad because I'm really trying to change.
Yep. I'm trying to change you. I will try not to bang any more minors.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. Gillum finally conceded in Florida.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And he got a pat on the back from Trump for doing it. Called him a good fighter, and yeah.
Wow, high praise.
Yeah, instead of fuck this guy, and that's actually something that Trump has done now and then when he has a victory. He doesn't necessarily gloat. It depends on, which victory it is. But like when he won the election that night, when he came out and gave his acceptance speech, I mean, he looked damn near presidential at that point.
It was relatively fair.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't come out like calling her names and stuff. I think, if I remember right, didn't he like move past the crowd booing when he complimented Hillary?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Data says Lords of the Night flashback. Hello and good morning. Good morning, Data. Nice to see you, bud. It's nice to see everybody. And guys on Monkey in the Morning, it's your job to shill yourself in chat. So if you have something to shill, throw it in the chat so they can find it. Because that's how we do things around here, because I'm lazy as fuck.
This is how we do it.
It actually is because when I first started doing this, it was just, I was bored. And like, go ahead and throw your shit in there. And it just became kind of the thing we do here.
Gee, Monkey being bored is pretty much the impetus for most things that have happened in my life in the last 2 years.
Since filling, SDA's book comes out on Saturday.
Yay.
Do you have a link for where they can pick that up?
Yeah. You can get signed copies, which enters you into a giveaway, or you can get it on Amazon. So either way, go buy it.
There you go, guys. Reporter tries to shame struggling Ocasio-Cortez over wardrobe.
Oh, we talked about this last night, or is it a different one?
We talk about the same thing sometimes.
Oh, sorry. God, you want to be...
I want to rip on this bitch. Leave me alone.
Fine. I'll be over here.
Not everybody who watches this watched last night. Some of them were sleeping.
Well, why not?
Because
be awake then. Jeez, people.
A Beltway reporter is getting skewered for tweeting a creepy photo of Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, saying her outfit proves she's not struggling. Hill staffers sent me this pic of Ocasio-Cortez. They just took it now. The Washington Examiner's Eddie Scarry posted Thursday evening along with a photo taken from behind showing the newly elected congresswoman wearing a black skirt, black jacket, and black heels. I'll tell you something, that jacket and coat don't look like a girl who struggles. They don't actually have the picture, though. God damn it. The tweet came about a week after Democratic Socialists said she would have trouble paying rent in DC for a DC pad until she begins collecting her congressional salary in 3 months. By 6 p.m., Scary's tweet had more than 5,000 mostly infuriated replies and only 50 retweets and 200 likes. Would you call a male member of Congress a boy? Liz Plank, the host of Vox Media's Consider It shot
you
back.
have a problem with just
Yes, because he said girl.
That's sexist.
That's
sexist,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of want to see. Can I see the outfit, Monkey?
There's not a picture here, unfortunately.
Oh. All right, I'll go find it.
You know what? I wonder if I can get a. No, because he took the original tweet down. So.
Well, fuck.
I don't know if anybody caught a screen cap of it. A skirt and shoes. TV director Miles Kahn wrote, "Get a load of Marie Antoinette over here." And Ocasio-Cortez's superpowers making conservatives admit they think only rich people should have clothes and housing. Investigative reporter Ken Klippenstein shared.
Klippenstein.
I don't think that, or whatever you think of the tweet. I don't think that was the point.
I want to see it because I want to know what clothes she's wearing.
Yeah, I do too, because I mean, there's a way to make yourself look nice without spending a fortune. Like, I have a bunch of dresses that are so cute and that look exactly like $100 dresses that were $30 because I'm not retarded.
Yeah, Crazy Eyes there's a lot of people fighting back for her on that, and I don't understand why, because she runs around in some really expensive clothing.
Yeah, I mean, most politicians are not like, I'm going to go to TJ Maxx and get a $30 dress. Like, I'm just saying that you totally can. But
yeah, she absolutely could. But instead, she wears really expensive clothing because she's a millennial. And they'd rather have nice clothing than a house, apparently.
So. Sorry,
millennials. You know it's true. Who else can I piss off today? Let's see. Apparently, El Chapo's wife is trying to rebrand her image during her husband's ugly trial.
I have no idea who El Chapo's wife is. I've heard of him. Don't know her.
Well, here's a after and before in that order for some reason.
Some people are saying it was a $3,000 outfit. My question is, how the fuck do you eat? What is even in a $3,000 outfit? Like, what even
gold?
It's made out of the silk of virgin spiders,
right? I'm like, what could possibly warrant that? Like,
the name brand, the design, the whatever. I mean, if you buy a plain white T-shirt from, I don't know, I'll make up a name or use a name, Louis Vuitton. I know Louis Vuitton probably doesn't do shirts, but if it's a Louis Vuitton T-shirt that otherwise would be a $1 Hanes white T-shirt you get out of a bag anywhere else, it's going to cost you $30 because it's Louis Vuitton. That's all.
Okay. Yep. Time out real quick, guys. For the story I just mentioned, she's donating her time to charity now, where she used to just hang out on the beach in no clothes. So that's what the El Chapo thing was about.
Oh. How'd he marry her, I wonder?
Yeah, probably her brain. Somebody in chat, where is it? Esoteric African said, I think she was given the outfit. I don't think she bought it. If she was given the outfit, she has to report it to the FEC because that is a gift. And as you're running for Congress, there are rules about what gifts you can get in these things. So unless it was like her mom and dad bought it for her, yeah, if it was a gift, it has to be declared. And she told us when they first started bringing up that she was wearing these expensive outfits. First, she said she didn't wear them, which is like,
Right.
Bitch, we can see you. I mean, it's not like. But the other thing is, oh wait, Adam, did you give me the picture?
Yeah, he just sent me a screen cap, or us a screen cap. And yeah, I can't zoom in on the picture enough to see.
Yeah.
But
let's see, that's from the Daily Dot. Let's see if we can find the actual story and see if it got a better picture. What the hell is the Daily Dot? I know that for some reason. Come on, load, bitch.
Bitch.
Do it, bitch. Don't make me wait.
Bitch, get out the way. Get out the way.
This is an ugly website. You guys need to clean this shit up. Okay, now I gotta search. Cortez.
The Explorer, Cortez?
Him and his blonde hair. Oh, that's a little bit better of a picture. I will share it on the screen here, guys, so you can see it. Whoops. There we go. I mean, from the back, it just looks like a black heels, black skirt, black jacket, black. I mean, that could be a $100 outfit from somewhere. I can't tell. I don't know enough about handbags to know what kind of bag that is. I know my wife had. I don't understand why women like purses.
I hate them.
My wife
hate purses.
My wife and daughter can have a 2-hour conversation about purses and how cute they are. I'm like, it's a bag. It's a bag.
Well,
but anyway,
you know, I can do that, but I don't like having them with me because I don't like carrying stuff.
Oh, you know what? Most of the time, she has a, I forget the name of the dude. I know he's a famous designer. Anyway, she has this nice purse that I think my daughter got her for something. But most of the time we go somewhere, she will leave that in the car and just pull out her wallet and carry that with her. I'm like,
yeah, because
why did you bring that? Why'd you bring that big ass bag? Anyway, so
he was obnoxious. Like it sucks. I wish we just had pockets. That would be so nice. Like the best. Like it's really true though. Like if you're a girl and you end up with a dress with pockets, it's like the best thing ever.
By the way, Adam, thank you for digging up that picture for us.
Yes, thank you.
That's what I love about having an audience that likes you. Is like if you need something, they'll go find it.
Yeah, right.
Fly, my monkeys, fly!
Like, thank you. You guys are awesome with that. All right. What time is it? What time did I start today? Somebody give me a.
You started about 6 my time, so it's almost been 2 hours thereabouts.
Has it really been that long?
Something like that, I think.
An hour and a half-ish.
Hour and a half. Yeah, there you go. 90 minutes.
Oh, but, 90 minutes ain't shit.
Regardless, I got to take off in about 10 anyway because I got to go get some breakfast and some other things done. So my time is limited.
Oh, this tells me 73 minutes ago. Wait, why do I only have 71 likes? Guys, there's almost 200 of you.
Yeah, this is like Lords of the Night reunion tour over here. Come on.
I don't get to do my hair up. I don't get to do my hair up pretty and walk across construction sites and have people whistle at me. I get that same feeling from you guys hitting the like button. So hit that like button and make me feel better.
Yeah, Monkey only does that on Thursday nights. I'm at the docks.
I am a sexy beast. Let's see. What else is going on in the world? There's plenty going on. It's just me finding it. And Scribbles, one day I set up this show. I had like 14 articles ready to go. Wow. I was gonna nail it. And we talked about one of them goddamn articles. Oh. Just one. The rest of them went by the wayside. Like, well, shit.
Yeah. Sounds like you.
Oh, you idiots.
You blew it up?
Adam
Maniacs?
Schiff.
No.
What? No. Adam Schiff. Democrats will challenge unconstitutional Whitaker appointment.
It's not unconstitutional.
It is not unconstitutional. The likely next chairman of the House Intelligence Committee said the Democrats are poised and ready to challenge the appointment of acting Attorney General Matt Whitaker.
The Intelligence Committee? Okay.
Yeah.
Just make sure I got that.
I think the appointment is unconstitutional. He is clearly a principal officer, and the fact that he is a temporary principal officer doesn't mean that he is any less subject to the Senate confirmation. Yes, it absolutely fucking does. It absolutely does. They're relying on. Okay, I wonder if they have it in here, because Obama did a bullshit appointment, and I forget who it was, and he basically appointed somebody to whatever office it was, and that was found to be unconstitutional because it didn't go through the Senate process. A temporary, the acting head of an agency, absolutely is a thing. It's happened many times, and it's
there was a temporary head of the ATF, I think, who was there for a really long time as a temporary because the Republicans kept rebuffing the process of actually nominating somebody going through that. So there was this guy who was actually, I think he was a U.S. Attorney General who was doing double duty as Attorney General in some district and being the head of the ATF on a temporary basis, and it was just like hell for that guy.
Yeah, the Democrats keep looking at stuff and missing the point. That's all right though. That's why we have government. That's why we have the three branches, man. They can challenge it and they're going to lose. So Stacey Abrams won't call Brian Kemp the legitimate victor in Georgia election.
Oh my God, this is like driving me up a fucking wall at this point. Like,
grow up.
Like, she fucking lost the election. And she's just like, nope. And it's like, oh my God. Lady. Lady.
She basically did a nolo contendere. She's not admitting defeat, but she's also admitting that she's likely not to get any further ground in trying to oppose it anymore. So she's basically saying, I'll never give up, never surrender, but I know that I lost.
That's why it's so stupid. It's like, just...
All right, relax for a second. Let me read the story. Former Georgia Democrat gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams refused Sunday to call Republican opponent Brian Kemp a legitimate governor-elect after a bitter contest marred by legal fights over voter suppression. Quote, when he takes the oath of office, he will be the legal governor of the state of Georgia. He is the legal victor, Abrams said during an interview with CNN's State of the Union. What are you looking for me to say? Or what you're looking for me to say is that there was no compromise of our democracy and that there should be some political compromise in the language I use, and that's not right. What's not right is saying that something was done properly when it was not. I will never deny the legal premature that says he is, premature. Okay, thank you. That says he is in this position. I pray for his success, but I will say that this election was not But will I say that this election was not tainted, was not disinvested and disenfranchisement of thousands of voters? I will not say that. So she's being a baby about it. Thank you so much, Nighthawk. Scribe Jenna P wants you to say hi to her.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Jenna. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you are safe and healthy, all things considered. And that the nieces are also well.
Yes, Jenna, that is my state, and that's why it's driving me up a wall.
Yeah, it makes her crazy.
Crazy.
Because I'm just like, I'm just ready to move on.
MoveOn.org.
Yep. MoveOn.com, please.
My state is actually getting beat up by Splinter. Okay. Democrat Gretchen Whitmer beat Republican Bill Schuett last week in the Michigan gubernatorial election. Whitmer won the Democratic primary in August against two major rivals. Cherie, I don't know what that is, a fake progressive grifter, and Abdul Al-Sayed, who campaigned on a Bernie Sanders-style platform back. Who cares? But apparently she's loading up her administration with corporate interests.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah. You mean a politician is never mind. Oh God. I fucking love this world. I'm glad I don't really have a state. Living on the ocean is great. Living on the ocean?
What are you, Waterworld? Are you the Mariner?
You got a boat?
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat. Take a good long hunt in a fucking boat. Yeah.
Oh man. My eyes
God,
are starting to
we all
hurt.
there.
Well, it's a great song.
It is. It's a fantastic song.
I'm on a boat, motherfuckers. Take a look at me.
I'm enjoying watching some of the party infighting over there on the left because of Pelosi. Lefties, you might not like this, but she's going to be your speaker. Trump already gave her the win.
Did you see that? Oh, that is so funny to me that he's like, yeah, you can be speaker. It's like, oh my God. Okay, sorry. But but did you see that they think that it's going to be Hillary 4.0?
We saw that.
Oh my God.
It's not.
I
want to share some fan art with you guys.
Can't wait. Hillary 4.0.
I like that. I hope that's the thumbnail. I really do. I hope that turns out to be the thumbnail. And if it doesn't, maybe I'll make it that way. That's from Free Tommy. That's nice. What are you guys up to today?
Oh, sorry. Go, Scribe.
I am probably going to go get myself some breakfast here in a couple of minutes. And then at some point, purportedly, Satsu and I will be doing some 76ing. Other than that, I don't have any really big plans because this week, as I've at least mentioned indirectly, has been this past week has been hell because of work stuff. And there'll probably be a lesser circle of hell this week because Thanksgiving is going to cut it short. But I'm probably just going to be a vegetable today, mostly.
All right. And STA, what are you up to?
Well, I am busy getting ready for the book release, and I'm also working on getting myself a studio built in my other room. So we're doing that this week. So I'm someday soon, probably next week, not going to be streaming TGOS from a blanket fort anymore. Which will be nice. I'll actually have a desk. It'll be really cool. But yeah, I'm working on book stuff and doing everything. Yeah, so I'm busy.
It was really cool.
Oh, and then we have Satsu on TGOS tonight. Sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah. We also shill at the end, so hang on to that thought too. My son, when he was home, he sat behind my desk and he goes, "Wow, this is really cool. I've never been back here." He goes, "This is a nice setup." Like, yeah, that's the one thing I can do is set up a nice little studio area. I need to get the rest of the shit out of this room so I can get my mini fridge in here and not have to break my neck going up and down the stairs. But otherwise, yeah.
I have a microphone in a box. That's my studio.
Well, you're also lucky. You live alone, and that okay.
Depending
on luck. Are you not with your parents? No, I'm still with my parents. But most of the stuff that we are putting in the quote unquote studio space would be like stuff that's completely movable. Like we're painting the room and everything, but the setup when I do move out, whenever that is, because right now they're still letting me live with them while I'm in college. Would be, movable. So yeah, but
I think Scribe's lucky because he lives alone.
I would love to just have enough money to like rent out an actual studio, like Steven Crowder style. How dope would that be?
Oh no, make your own. That's much better. I think
Yeah.
I would rather have my own studio than rent one from somebody.
Well, I don't want to rent
Which-
one, but like I want like
No,
a building and build it.
No,
Or you
if
think like home studio's better?
I think a home studio is better.
Okay. You know what? You're not
Unless you
wrong,
live
'cause, like,
somewhere.
because then you're always
Unless-
there.
Well, unless you're going to have like guests coming in a whole bunch, and you're worried about them knowing where you live. If it's just you doing your own thing, yeah, home studio is much better.
That's true.
Um,
That's true.
Scribbles can make his whole home his studio. You should do that, Scribbles.
Yeah, I don't do anything quite as complicated as like a live show or something.
Man,
That's
whenever
not the point. You do a live show, but fucking 6 nights a week.
Yeah, I suppose, but yeah, okay.
Anyway, what were you saying there, SDA?
Whenever I think about like the house that I want, like when I'm rich and famous and everything, yeah, it's always like I want like studio space and like writing space and then like studio space and then like a room that's just like for me, and then like my husband's gonna have like a man cave, and then like my kids are gonna have like an area.
Why do you turn into Zoolander when you're talking about your future?
I don't know.
Are you gonna start doing like Blue Steel next?
That's a good question. I don't know what's in store for me, Scribe, but probably not good things, I guess.
I suppose. Guys, I got to split, so I will talk at you later.
Bye, Scribe.
Yeah,
have a good day.
We'll probably be wrapping up. So yeah, take it easy, Scribbles.
Yeah, bye everybody. Look for us on Lords of the Night, 6 nights a week, rotating on Satsu, mine, and Monkey's channels, and subscribe to our channels. Below. All 4 of our channels, even SDA, even though she's not really a Lord of the Night anymore.
And our Twitter.
No, she is. And our Twitters,
so you know when it happens, because they don't like to tell people.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't do us much favors anymore in the circulation and advertising department. So
dicks.
Anyway, well, thank you for having me on, Monkey. Nice talking to you again, SDA.
Bye, Scribe. Have a good day.
Yep, you guys too. Have a good weekend. Bye.
See you, bud.
Bye.
And with that, guys, actually, I need to go get some Red Dead in. I'm getting really close to the end, and I'm wrapping up all the other loose ends. And I think I'm coming up on the last couple of things. So I want to knock that out, and I'm actually going to start recording and uploading me playing a second playthrough. So we'll get that done. SDA.
Yeah.
Do you want to pimp anything out, like your show tonight?
Oh. Yeah, so on TGOS tonight, we are having Sassy on finally. We've had Monkey, we've had Scribe, and now we're going to have Sassy. So I'm really excited about that. And then, yeah, on Saturday, I don't know what the time's going to be, but I'm going to do a book launch stream. So we're going to do that. And I'm just going to, one more time.
Sweetie.
Yeah.
What time is your stream tonight?
Oh, 7:30 p.m.
What channel?
To 9 on my channel. Sorry.
There you go.
SDA's
no, you're fine.
At this.
Guys, hang on a moment. Sorry. I'm not doing anything on YouTube today that I'm aware of other than this. So look for us again on Lords of the Night, Satsu's channel tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. I think that's it. Chat, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for the donations. Cannot tell you how much I appreciate that, how much it helps. And everyone, thank you for stopping by and sharing the stream, liking it. Remember to like it. I have a very fragile ego. I don't really, but I do like the likes. I'm superficial that way. But yeah, thank you guys for coming and showing up every day and supporting what we do. I love you guys. Scribbles, you just left, but thank you for coming. And SDA, a pleasure as always. Everyone, we're done. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.